Hi, this is Catherine with Wellness Institute of Neurodevelopment, and I want to share with you a short presentation today on some parenting struggles. I have been in education for about 20 years, and I've received a master's degree in special education. So hopefully I have some information and education that I can share with you that will make your life a little easier. So some objectives that I want to cover today are how we can simplify, structure, and self-care. Because we all know that these things have an effect on our body and our mind and our emotions and our behavior. So simplify, how do I do that? Well, first off, let's just focus on what we can accomplish and let go of all the rest. I know it's easy to say, okay? But just repeat this mantra to yourself. I am doing my best to help my children learn and to work at home during a crisis. Saying this can kind of bring you back into the moment and help you feel like, okay, I can do this. It reminds you that it's temporary. It's during a crisis. It will come to an end at some point in time. And you're doing your best. You don't have to be perfect. Some ways that some parents might take off some of the pressure is the traditional school versus the homeschool. There's pros and cons to both. Okay? Neither one of them are easy by any means, okay? Especially these days. But if it can help relieve some of your pressure right now, it might be something to consider. Be resilient. Okay? You are teaching your child. You are being their role model. Okay? So being happy doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It just means that you have decided to look beyond the imperfections. You have decided that just because we're in this crisis right now and things are way different than anybody, than we're used to, we are choosing to be happy and we are choosing to make other choices. Let's teach our children that life is going to be like this. It's not always perfect. Okay? Things happen and you have to be able to deal with them. We have to manage our anxiety, okay? Let's show our children how, yes, we are anxious. We're anxious about a lot of things, just like they are anxious, okay? About the future, when they're going back to school, when they're going to be able to see their friends, etc., etc., etc. But manage that anxiety. Don't let it get the best of you, okay? Worry and panic, that's just going to manifest itself in bad ways, okay? Give you headaches and your body is not going to feel well. And we want to teach our children not to let anxiety get the best of us, okay? A great way to do that is be grateful. And let's teach our children to be grateful, okay? It can be grateful that we have our family and that we're all healthy, okay? That we have a job, that we have food, that we're feeling peace in our life. I mean, we could go on and on and on, okay? We're grateful we have a car. We're grateful we have a house. But an attitude of gratitude really helps you be in the moment and be peaceful. And expect behavior, okay? From adults and from children, okay? We are in a very unique situation. We are not perfect all the time. We are going to have little tantrums and meltdowns, and we are just deal with it. So if you expect that sometimes your child is just going to shut down, okay, this is just too much and they just can't deal with it today. We all have days like that. Okay? So let's just expect it. Let's just back off and do what we do for ourselves when that happens. Take a moment, and just relax. Okay. Another thing that really helps is some structure. Routine helps us cope with change. It helps create healthy habits, and more importantly, it helps reduce those stress levels. When your life is organized and set in a routine, you know exactly what to expect. It takes all the guessing out of what is coming, and that alleviates anxiety. So some ways we can do that, okay, is collaborating with our children, okay, making a calendar that includes breaks and fun outings, fun things for us to do. Okay, going to the grocery store can be a fun outing that teaches them. Include it in your day. Okay. Be sure you give your kids some unstructured playtime, and you don't need to feel guilty about it, because unstructured play allows children the freedom to explore, create, and discover without any predetermined rules or guidelines. It has been shown to foster cognitive development while boosting physical development and social and emotional development. So give your kids some free time and just let them be kids. Okay? It's a great time for you to focus on you. You have work, you have a meeting that you need to go to, So give them some unstructured time and don't feel guilty about it. It's good for them. Another thing that can really be helpful is to be flexible, okay? Everyday situations can be just as much fun and teach your kids just as much, if not more, than sitting in front of a computer doing schoolwork. So sometimes if you have to just miss a class and you have to just write to the principal or the teacher and say, hey, we couldn't make it today, be flexible. Because whether it's going grocery shopping or, following a recipe and making food, those are life experiences, and you're teaching your children. Another really, really important part is self-care. Self-care is not selfish. It's very, very important, because when you are relaxed, it promotes emotional well-being. Okay? And so relaxation comes in many, many different ways. Massage, bubble bath, okay? Reading a book while you're relaxing in your favorite chair. Okay? Reading a book outside, swinging, going for a walk. There are lots and lots of things to do to relax. Okay? Stay connected with your family and friends on a Zoom chat, or write letters or emails, send cards, send flowers. You can go for walks, helping other people. Go next door to that elderly neighbor and make sure they don't need anything from Walmart, or, they might need you to take their trash out or do some other small errand for them. Okay. When we help other people, it really, really helps us, makes us feel good too. So all of those things are really, really important. They're so important that you really just need to write it into your calendar, just like any other activity, so that you make a point of doing it. Because oftentimes, if we don't make a point of doing it, we forget about it. We push it aside. Oh, we're too busy. We've got this and this and this and this to do. Well, then we're grumpy, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So here is a sample schedule. Now, I don't know your child. I don't know your needs. So this is just a sample. But if you have something specific that you need help with, please feel free. I can help you to come up with a schedule. And you can, you have one for you, have one for your child, have one for the dad, however many people are involved. So be sure you have breakfast at the first thing every morning, okay, at the same time. Okay? And then, for example, if they have 30-minute sessions, while they're doing their work, maybe you can do some of your work, okay? And maybe dad can help them, do some of their schoolwork. And you can rotate so that everybody has a chance to do work without interruption and help their child, do work, okay? You could even use a sibling that has some time off. So, you know, be sure you adapt it, make it for everybody so that it works, okay? And siblings, neighbors, grandparents, utilize everybody. Use everybody to help, okay? You know, take the pressure off. You don't have to do everything. Now, these are some of my references that I have used. But as always, you know, if you need help with anything specific, please feel free to write to me and ask me or call me for consultation. I would be more than willing to help. Thank you.